Hello everyone. Today we're going to be pruning grapevines. Yep, if you've never done it, I'm going to show you step by step, my way, which is the easy way of getting things done the right way. But it's pretty basic. It's not hard to do. I'm going to show you guys that whenever you prune a branch, you always leave a couple spurs on, 2 to 3 spurs, bud spurs on, so that there's room for growth. And I'll show you whenever there's like new growth, you want to leave a lot more spurs on than just 2 or 3, so that you give room for new growth. If you want your vine to grow, if you don't want your vine to be growing all that much and you don't want any new growth, then you can just chop that back, just the same that you do with all the rest. But just so you know, tools that you're going to need: you're going to need a pair of pruners, a pair of safety glasses, a pair of gloves, and I wear this hat because everything that falls from the top comes falling down on you. So a hat just to keep the stuff out of your hair, and of course safety glasses so to keep things out of your eyes too, right? Because you don't know what's falling off these branches sometimes. The best time to be pruning it would be when everything's dormant. So we're in mid-March right now, and today we've got a nice sunny day. We've had some really chilly days. Today seems just perfect. Mid-March. I would recommend times to prune would be February or March. You could even go as you can even do it in December if you want, or even early January, as long as it's dormant and nothing is growing at that time. Just tackle it. So I'm gonna get started, and I'll show you guys along the way what I'm doing. Because if I show you guys me doing this whole grapevine here, it's gonna take a while. So that video would be a little bit too boring, or I'd have to really speed it up. All right, so let's get started. And you can't forget the step ladder too, being part of those tools. So this one here, let me show you guys. Oops. This one here, I don't know if you can see that. This one here is like newer growth. It's thicker. These are ones that you want to keep around. So I wouldn't recommend cutting this back to buds. I'd say you cut like further. I leave like how much here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Say seven buds should be fine. Cut it back. Snip it like that. Grab it. And just pull it down. Keep pulling down, throwing it to the ground. Before you know it, you'll be done. You can always use these. You can always recycle these if you want. And if you guys like, I could post a video how I'll turn these into like reefs. If you guys have never done that, or like the idea of recycling it and making a reef, I can show you how to do that. But you can do whatever you want. Trash them, like recycle them that way, or get rid of them completely. So this is my spring cleanup to start, and I'll show you when I'm all done how it looks. Right here, this is how it looks right now. It's all bushy. Lot to clean up. Alright, so see you in a few minutes, alright? Trick is you have to always find where the vine starts. Wherever the vine starts, you go right to the beginning of it, then you clip off two. You know, I always like doing two. You can do 2 or 3. If you want to really chop them off, you could do 1. But I haven't had any issues every year. My grapes grow strong. But I'll show you here. For instance, I go all the way back. And I leave 2 buds on. Now I pull the rest out. These go pretty long. So I wouldn't recommend cutting to 1 off if you're worried about it growing, because as you can see, there's no issues with it growing. It grows long and long and long all year round. Well, all year round, from the spring till last frost. Come across any dried up branches, best thing to do is just chop them completely right off. If you need to use something bigger than a pair of pruners, and a little simple manual saw just to get in there. Some of them, they're so dry that you can just snap off. So make sure you clear any of the drier stuff too. That's old and all dried up. That's trash. That's not gonna give you any grapes. One thing I should mention when you're trimming these grapevine branches, the way you can tell that if there's going to be any more future growth in the grapevine is by when you prune it. If you see green, that means it's a go. You know, like you're gonna get more growth. But if you prune it and you see brown color at the end of it, then you know that one's all dried out. It's not gonna give anything. You might as well just cut it right back. Let's give you guys an example here. Let me see if I can show this to you guys on camera. Let me see. Okay, I'll show you guys here. See this one, for instance. You know what? If I'd be easier, I'd just snip it off and I'll show you. Alright, so this one here, for example, I'm leaving 2 buds on it. Snipping it. When you look here, I don't know if you can see with the sun. If you look at the tip there, it's green, right? That means you're gonna. This one's a real, you know, it's live. It's gonna give you some sun. It's not dried out. But if you cut into something like, where is it? I can show you. Like this here. This here. Snip that. Right? Notice it's round. That means the whole thing is dry. So there's no point in you know, keeping that branch alive there. You might as well just cut it right back and hope that there'll be some green there, but chances are nope, it's all dried up. So this one's won't be giving any more growth. Just so you guys get the idea of whenever you see green, that means there definitely will be growth in that one. But if you prune one of the vines and you see any kind of brown at the end, like it's all brown, there's no green whatsoever, that one's trash. Just snip it all the way to where it starts and be done with it, and then just continue on. All right? Okay. This here is a good example of some really aged grapevine. This grapevine I'm pruning here it's about like 30 plus years old. So over time they start to dry up. The best thing to do is just cut them off when they do. Uh, 30 years old, probably. If you noticed, I've trimmed all the grapevine. Big difference than before. This other vine you see here, which is not grapevine, that is what you call wisteria vine. It blooms in the springtime, in the late spring. It's one of the projects of the spring that you need to get your grapevine ready for the spring. That way you get new growth, great grapes for you to eat and the raccoons to eat. Definitely have a raccoon problem around these areas here. So that's the finished product there. There you go, the whole mess is all cleaned up now. Alright guys, till next time, let's get her done.